Hello everyone, welcome to the electronic circuit analysis subject. This is Dr. Madhusudan, PhD, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. In this session, we will learn different introduction to oscillators. Oscillator is a circuit in electronic circuit which will give you continuous pulses or sine wave like that. So it is like a heartbeat for a human being. So heartbeat until heartbeat works, human body works. Similarly, until oscillator works, so all electronic components will work. Even everywhere, every electronic component, most of the electronic circuits will have oscillators. All electronic gadgets will have oscillator circuits. Even radio frequency, communication, everything will be held by using oscillator frequency. So it converts DC power into AC power. The oscillator circuit will not use any input, so it will convert the DC power whatever we are giving, it will convert it into AC power, and it will generate a AC waveforms. So alternating current waveforms, either it is a sine, square, a triangular, all those things, different types of waveforms it will generate, a sine wave, square wave. So all alternative signals it will, these are the examples of the oscillator output. It contains an amplifier. Usually we studied in the previous videos, we studied amplifier, about amplifier. It contains amplifier and a feedback network. Even in feedback amplifier we have studied this one, and a positive feedback system where the signal will increase. It will help in the increasing the signal. See the diagram here below. So it is a difference between amplifier and oscillator. Amplifier which will take AC input and it will amplify and it will give a AC output. But to amplifier to work, we have to give DC biasing, then only it will work. It is a food for the amplifier. So it will consume DC and it will convert AC input into AC input into amplified AC output. But whereas oscillator, we give DC biasing, and it will give a AC output, where it won't take any input for the amplification purpose. It is oscillator is a circuit which will convert DC power into AC power. So output will be AC. So types of oscillator. So there are so many types of oscillators, but majorly I divided here. So first one is tunable and second one is non-tunable. Tunable means where the frequency can be, you can tune the frequency of the oscillations. So in that there are two types. One is sinusoidal, another one is relaxation. So in sinusoidal there are two types again, RC oscillators and LC oscillators. RC oscillator means where the components resistance and capacitance are used, whereas LC oscillator means where the components inductance and capacitance are used. RC, wherever we are using RC, resistance and capacitance, that we are using for the audio frequency range, or to generate a low frequency signals, whereas LC oscillator we are using for the high frequency or radio frequency generation. In RC, resistance value will be in kilo ohms, capacitance value will be in microfarad. So the product of that, it will come as a, usually it will come as a low value, that's why it is a low frequency. Whereas LC oscillator, inductance value will be in terms of millihenry and capacitance will be microfarad. If you multiply both, it will be 10 to the power minus 9 and above, usually general value. So it is used for the generation of a high frequency. This is one we are using, we are studying in this chapter, RC oscillator and LC oscillator. The other one is relaxation oscillator, where charging and it depends on the charging and discharging of the capacitors. So in that there is a ring oscillators. In ring oscillator there is a called single-ended oscillator and double-ended oscillators are there. And another type is source coupled oscillator also is there in relaxation oscillator. In these are all tunable, where you can tune the frequency of the oscillations. The other one is non-tunable, where the crystal oscillator is manufactured and they will give you, it is made for 10 megahertz. You cannot vary the frequency. So crystal is fixed, what you can say, fixed frequency oscillators. But nowadays crystal oscillator are also coming with tunable capacity. Nowadays they are manufacturing tunable crystal oscillators. This is old, you can say, a recent development is tunable crystal oscillators are available. So in RC oscillators, again there are two types. One is RC phase shift oscillator and another one is Wien bridge oscillator. These two we are studying. And in LC oscillator, we are studying a Hartley oscillator, Colpitts oscillator. These are the types of the oscillators. These four oscillators we are going to study in this chapter. RC phase shift oscillator and LC Hartley oscillator, Colpitts oscillator and Wien bridge oscillator. These four we are going to study. In oscillator output, it should not be a damped oscillator. Damped means where the signal is decaying time to time, or it is increasing time to time. If it is a decaying, after some time it will go as a zero. We don't want that. If it is a increasing time to time, one time it will become a danger to the electronic component, and the component will get burst or it will become short circuit. Anything may happen. So we don't want these type of waveforms from the oscillator output. What we want is this type we call it as a undamped oscillator. So undamped oscillator is the required signal from the oscillator. And actually design of oscillator is a very deep knowledge in electrical engineering. To generate this one is not a easy thing actually, but only in this chapter we are studying how it works. But these diagrams are called pole zero diagrams, where in a control system view we have to apply for the oscillator to design an oscillator, where X mark is, we call it as a pole, and the circular mark we call it as a zeros. Maybe if you are aware about Laplace transform and control system view, you can understand this one. We need a if poles are in the left plane, then this one becomes a stable and output becomes a decremental order. Whereas poles will become right side, it becomes increases, voltage will become increases with respect to time, then it is a harm for the circuit. Whereas if that poles are lying on the J plane exactly, the output will come as a oscillatory. To design a system where it's a pole lying on the J plane is a what you can say, it's a high quality work where designing of these amplifiers. So many scientists and researchers are working on the oscillator design, and so many are there already by whatever Wien bridge or Hartley or Colpitts, whoever it is, those are found by this method only. But we are not going to design it, we are going to study it. That's it. So for any oscillator, we need one scientist, Bark Hussein, he given a two criterias where one system should be oscillation system. It's not only for oscillator, it may be for anything. So a system should be, if it is should be in oscillation position always, means it should satisfy Bark Hussein criteria. This you can make it note down how to write this one two times, then you will get practice. So the Bark Hussein criteria are the two mathematical conditions which a linear electronic circuit must follow to act as an oscillator. So if one electronic circuit is there, if it is satisfying these two condition means, then only it is possible it act as a oscillator, otherwise not possible. So what are those mathematical conditions we will study? The first one is magnitude of the loop gain. Whatever the open loop gain AV and beta, feedback factor beta is there, that product should come as a 1. So this is a first condition. Whereas second condition is phase shift around the loop must be 360 degree or 0 degree. Means what? Around the phase shift means it should not lag or lead by any other amount. So it should be 360 degree or 0 degree. Means what? The feedback factor should be 0 degree. Phase shift should be 0 degree. So that we can say it as a phase around the loop must be 360 or 0 degree. The first condition is A beta equal to 1. The another one is feedback factor should be feedback must be 360 degree or 0 degree. This we will study how it will help Barkhusian criteria for our oscillator design. Here the basic oscillator diagram is there. This is again amplifier, and this is the feedback network, and this is a adder, and positive feedback is used. This is input Vs, and this is the output V0, and here V0 Vs will not be there because oscillator won't use any input, but we are considering mathematically we are considering Vs as some input will be there. External input will not be given here. Then if you take a equation for the around this loop, then what will happen? V0 is equal to, you see, a into V0 will come at this point. a into v a into vs actually. So vs is the input source, and this is va to the amplifier. Let us consider that as a va. Then so output will come as a v0 is equal to a into va, that is amplifier input. Then if you substitute this one is equal to vf plus vs, you substitute, you will get this equation where and feedback network is given by vf equal to beta v0. These you substitute and take a ratio of v0 by vs, you will get this equation. So that equation will give us the gain of the v0 by vs, this v0 divided by vs. I want vs to be 0, so vs to be 0 means 1 minus beta a beta must be 0. See, if vs equal to 0, the only way that v0 can be non-zero in the loop gain, a beta whatever is there, that should be equal to 1. That is what a Barkhusian criteria he given. If a beta is equal to 1, denominator becomes 1 minus 1 0, it goes to infinity. What is that infinity gain mean? Without the input we are getting output v0. And the second condition is, to satisfy this one, magnitude of a into beta equal to 1, and second one is angle of a beta must be 0. These two are, we call it as a Barkhusian criteria for the oscillators. So this is most important for the oscillator condition. So exam point of view also this is important. So coming up next, we will take RC phase shift oscillator, this equations and generation circuit diagram and other things, operation and other thing we will take in the next video. So please watch all videos. As usual, please subscribe my channel. If any doubts, please comment or please ask me. If you are in contact with me, please ask. Thank you for watching.